Good afternoon, I am Dwi. I will share information about technology from the quotes compass.com. Headline: U.S. intelligence raised concern about China technology development. U.S. intelligence on Friday, 22 October 2021, spread information that there was a danger. China made genetic data from around the world resort the development of its technology. The report from the National Counterintelligence and Security Center (NCSC) illustrates the danger of CEO investment or offer of expertise from China. The intelligence report is the latest in a series of underestimations that the U.S. is falling behind China. The center acting director of counterintelligence, Michael Orlando, told reporters that the U.S. should be not lose out to China in several key areas, such as artificial intelligence, anonymous system, trend processing, semiconductor, and biotechnology. Orlando claimed that China's business and academic are working to reserve the interests of the Communist Party government, even though we have been saying for years people do not get it, said Orlando. Also read U.S. intelligence Korea to test ballistic missile. New Year, the U.S. intelligence warning come on immediately after revelation that China was testing hypersonic missiles. And after the top Pentagon official left their posters saying the real warrior of the world be left behind. A new U.S. intelligence report detailed threats to private sector, in particular. American Official Intelligence (AL) Orlando added the reprinting in the area where the U.S. should ensure the America. Companies do not hope China develop technology that could undermine encryption system used by intelligence service.
Hello, my topic is a culture and my headline is the beauty Indonesian of batik. Batik is truly Indonesian identity culture since the past. This is why countries like Singapore, Malaysia, and China now produce the product called batik to be their favorite product. Now, you can see the product of batik has been spreading all over the world. Based on UNESCO or United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organizations, batik was of World Heritage on October 2, 2009. It means batik will be one of the cultures from Indonesia recognized all over the world. Being one of the best cultural heritage in the world, batik they will celebrate on the 2nd of October every year. This is the special day based on the fifth president of Indonesia, named Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono. He led all people in Indonesia to say thanks to God and the generation before whom made batik one of the best art and cultures in Indonesia. This is like a blessing from God, he adds, so let's wear love our batik.
Hello, today I will bring a news about economy and the title is Indonesia economy maintains steady growth momentum in the first quarter. A historic rise in commodity price and reduction of COVID-19 curbs helped Indonesia economic growth for a fourth straight quarter between January and March. Official data showed on Monday. South Asia lost economic growth 0.01% from January to March in the same period last year, compared with 5.02% growth in October to December. A median forced by 19 analysis polled by Reuters had expected 5.00% growth in the first quarter. Growth in January to March period was supported by a recovery in consumption, investment, and export. Soaring price of global commodities such as the coal, palm oil, and nickel also contribute to record high trade surplus for Indonesia, a major supplier of these resources. COVID-19 restrictions imposed earlier in the year, which have now been lifted, led to a strong pickup in Indonesia economic activities. But President Joko Widodo has warned of inflation risks stemming from rising global fuel and food prices and supply chain disruption made worse by the war in Ukraine.
America fast food restaurant McDonald's to temporarily close the operation of all its outlets in Russia. They said the decision was a response to Russia's military invasion of Ukraine. In addition to McDonald's, the White House also announced that Shell Oil Company was closing their transaction with Russia after deciding not to buy any more conflict oil from that country. The ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine will be a disaster for global trade with the possibility of an oil embargo from Russia. The price of energy commodities soars rapidly. Meanwhile, fluctuating prices for metal and food commodities could lead to higher inflation. The Russia-Ukraine conflict is undoubtedly a disaster for the global mass commodity. The impact of the main supply disruption was severe. Food prices will also increase sharply. This will be exacerbated by rising food price. The impact on a regional basis could be very serious. The Russia-Ukraine conflict will make food prices soar. High price hikes can put pressure on imports. The International Monetary Fund, or IMF, has previously warned that the ongoing conflict, the global sanctions arising from the conflict, will make the world economy beset by uncertainty. Meanwhile, the UN again said that Africa is one of the regions that is very vulnerable to crisis compared to other countries. Currently, at least 3 million people are hungry. This challenge had an impact of the condition the Indonesia economy, including the high prices of various commodities. President Jokowi emphasized that the challenge of the world economic crisis must be faced with the cooperation of the government and business actors, including through investment that create jobs. President Jokowi said, "This war that makes all countries dizzy will deepen the world economic crisis and increase world political tension. Oil prices are rising, gas is rising. We must address this challenge very carefully. Collaboration is needed between the government and business actors. What is clear is that society should not become a victim of this global uncertainty. We must continue to increase investment that creates jobs."